Hello everybody and welcome to The Curious Expedition. It's actually a really cool game. I first saw it on YouTube and I just had to get it. I've played a bit to understand how to play the game, so I'm going to start a new game. I have some unlocked people. I got Aleister Crowley. Ooh, an occultist, prophet, funky hats. He's got increased radius of revealing the map when analyzing stone circles. That sounds interesting, but oh my god, he has 3 devout followers. That's pretty cool actually. But I don't see many stone circles yet. Maybe that comes later in the game. Anthropology, indigenous cultures can be created for additional fame. That's pretty useful. Mary Kingsley, Eagle Eye, increased viewing distance. In general, that's really nice. She comes with torches, chocolate, and she can paint stuff, which is pretty nice. Boy, I might try her. I like the ones that come with torches are very useful. He comes with 10 coca leaves though, which means he's not in, but his dynamite means he's just gonna blow everything up. Let's see, now he's got a flare gun. That's a lot of flare guns, some shovels. Boy, one of these two sound nice. I think I'll go with Mary Kingsley actually. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, old friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honor the expeditions of our most famous member? Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I'm afraid to tell you that you're not the only candidate. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer within our club. So my goal is to actually complete 6 whole expeditions today, guys. We'll see how far we go. We have Amelia Earhart, Alexander David Neal, Frederick Courtney Sellis, and Marcus Garvey. That dude scores buku points. The last time I played, he was way above the rest of the pack. So let's see how this goes. Now go explore, an adventure awaits. Haha, and his mustache is very fancy. And everything about him is dapper. Oh, this time I get to start in the grasslands in China. Alright, let's see how I do. The air was fresh and tasted of salt as I made my way to the docks. The crew had preparations left to do, so I had one last pot of tea. A missionary approached me this morning, and he had boarded the ship and begged us to take him to a nearby village in order to spread the word of God. Sure. Why not? I can always use an extra hand. He says, I will spread the word of God. And at last, it was ready to set sail, because I already have things. I can't buy anything for my first expedition, so you have 30 bucks to go toward your next one, in case you don't have anything to sell. Okay. The missionary had pinpointed the location of the village he had wanted to visit on our map. Okay, that sounds good. That means it's up there, but we can also go to a stone statue first, or even go visit a waterfall. Waterfall I find are nice because you can rest next to the waterfall, but it doesn't seem to, the waterfall doesn't seem to have a resting spot in front of it, so I don't know if I'll be able to utilize it. So let's go check out the stone statue first before we go to the native village. You have to double click to get where you're going. There's something between us, which is nice. Let's examine the statue. We examine the strange, more than 3 meters high stone figure. The skillful, crafted eyes seemed to stare at us. Its presence felt uncomfortable, and we desired to move on. We noticed a few items by the statue. They must have been put there by the people from a nearby village, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. See, this means I might want to go to the village first, and then come back and take the loot, but generally that doesn't mean much. We look at the offerings, pondering if anything useful was among them. Okay. Generally, you can take all these you want. I don't know if I want to take this lake creation one, but nothing around here has hinted that it's going to screw me over, and so I might just take it. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm just going to take all of it. We took what we could use. Vivienne Valiente was visibly shaken by the encounter with the mysterious statue. That is an artist, a student of the fine arts eager to paint landscapes and people. During combat, she was only useful for small combos such as defense and evasion. She's got 2 toughness, and she can carry 1 thing, so she's pretty useless. I don't know why I brought her along. Increases the quality and value of created paintings. But okay, I guess that's why. But she's superstitious and suffers from irrational fears of what is unknown or mysterious. Not somebody I should have brought along, to be honest. Okay, since you're just standing, you do waste sanity just by standing sometimes. You have to go around the brush if you don't have anything to dig through the brush. What do we got here? Ooh, oh, okay, one of these. The bleak and foreboding place was located in the middle of a swamp, scattered with the remains of long-dead elephants. For some reason, hundreds of the animals had come here to die. We inspected some skeletons and found some well-preserved elephant tusks, and they could be sold for a high price. Yes, I find that if you take... Oh, shit. I don't want to waste anything that I have gotten, and these tusks are quite valuable. I suppose I could come back. The tusks are worth pretty... I think they're worth like 40 or 60 when I come back. The tome is not worth much. So I'll take this one. And then I'll close it. Okay. Oh shit. Let's see if I can make it past. Nope. Okay. So we have to try and fight these hyenas. If they shake, that means you can build combinations. Let's do some damage with that. And it does, I know. Okay, stopping shot. Does a couple damage. So each one of these hearts is worth 2 damage. So each one of these is 6 damage total. Which means I have to do 18 damage and somehow avoid less 18 damage. I know I can do a combo with something, right? No? There's no combo here right now? Okay. Nope. Aha! So if I do this and that, I get a shield, so it protects me for some of the damage. Ah, but not all of it. Ooh, oh my gosh. Flee? We managed to run away. Okay, good. Because there's no way we were going to survive that. Oh my goodness. Okay, phew. The day we reached the village, its inhabitants were proud of their martial prowess and were well armed. Thank God. The villagers had been awaiting us. They seemed to know about us already. They were cautious, but politely offered their help. Matab Kher politely introduced us and asked us if the villagers would allow us to rest here. This scholar will improve your communication with the indigenous tribes, allows one to rest in villages and increasingly gain sanity in resting in villages. Yes, please. I would like to rest first before I do anything to piss them off. Okay. The strange behavior of Thaddeus, our missionary, obviously, did not escape the villagers' attention. As we sat together, one of them approached me with an offer. Seemingly out of hospitality, he offered to assassinate Thaddeus Alexander Durant and let his corpse disappear. See, this is where you could start going, well, he's there to teach them about the Word of God. But the Native Americans have their own concept of what their God is. Our God is their God. Just because we want to teach them about it in a different way, you know what? I am all about freedom of you studying your own religion. So let's do that. Let's accept that offer. His behavior had been a problem too long, and I quietly agreed to the offer. Later that evening, Thaddeus Alexander Durant went for a lonesome walk, and he was never seen again. Paint a native. We asked around if anyone was willing to have a portrait created by their likeness. The native gladly accepted our offer, so Vivienne Vaillant spent this evening on a portrait of a native woman. But now I have a portrait of a native woman. Well, let's see if we can recruit anybody. An animal handler. Sweet. It was obvious that we had stressed the hospitality of the villagers more than politeness would dictate. Well, can we trade for something? I am overburdened, so I didn't get anybody. But the pistol's the only damage we got. Chocolate rations are nice. Spears, though. Oh, they like the picture. Not as much as they like that. Okay, what do they like? Ooh, they like the gun. Yeah, okay, those are nice. That picture is going to get us a lot, though. More than this tusk ever will. So let's... Oopsie. Let's just get more coca leaves for that, then. Yeah. And then I'm going to leave. Because they don't want us here anymore. We got ready and departed as a... Oh, so we did get a native animal handler. Good. Continue. Oopsie. Aha, there we go. Ooh. She quivered with terror as a butterfly flew past. I just don't get her. Let's look at this compass. It's going from here down to there. So we know that we need to go this way. So let's travel around this way to avoid the hyenas. And then we need to go up to here because we need to get a good viewpoint of where we're going to go next. Oh, of course there's a gorilla. And we need to go around the gorilla to get where we're going. Yeah. Alright, well, let's eat some chocolate. Okay. We all love chocolate. Of course we do. A shovel. Well, I don't see what a shovel would have to do here. Let's go through here. Now that we got our sanity restored, we have to go around. The gorillas, we can rest here. We can examine the shrine. A temple long forgotten by mankind stood bathed in a light before us. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. The portal that led within emanated a eerie chill. The structure showed some big cracks, but it seemed secure enough to explore. Let me paint the shrine. Vivienne Vaillant agreed to create a painting of this wonderful sight and began her work at the shrine. A few hours later she was done, which we carefully secured in our crates. Yeah, I think it's safer to keep a painting of something than to go in and take an artifact. So I will leave, and let's keep going, because some of these things are quite dangerous. Let's see if we can rest by the waterfall. We arrived at a magnificent waterfall. Yep, it was an awe-inspiring sight. We can paint the landscape and then rest overnight. But we are overburdened now. I don't find us fighting the gorilla, so let us eat our... Let's rest overnight first. Dagusepos and I got to know each other a little this evening. Her eyes lit up as I told her my plans for further expeditions. Okay. Increases capacity of all pack animals. Yeah, we're still overburdened. But once we rest, let's rest a couple times. We heard something rustle in the bushes nearby. We were surprised to see natives painted in bright colors. Matab Care stood and greeted them in their language, and they seemed to understand. Their faces brightened as she talked to them. Invite them into the camp. We invited them to join us. Matab Care translated our words as we shared stories by the warming fire. Trade. They showed us some of their goods they were willing to trade. Ooh, a red mushroom. Well, what do they want for that? They want a painting? Ooh, they like that painting. What about a gun? That'd be the easiest way to get it. Because that'd be